woke up from a fucking nightmare where she thought she almost was going to kill Ruka in her sleep, but was able to fight the urge. Ayla also had a lovely date, in a contrast to that, with Varen, and we began our downtime. Ayla worked on a new proficiency, worked on a new spell, built an orphanage in Rossona. She was also able to resurrect Captain Ray Olios. We haven't had a proper chance to react to that as much because we didn't have Rav around. We didn't have Odo around for that last time, but we'll explore more of that today. By resurrecting Captain Ray Olios, you have sort of saved the future of Den Olios as she returns her home to take the control of the Den. Alondra worked on her own spell. She improved her powerful magical book. She also learned that Lolth is somewhere in the Feywild, and she's the one summoning the Red Mist. She informed the Summer Queen, and we'll have to deal with that when we go back to the Fey realm. Talion created a very powerful magical item, a book as well for his new wizardly needs, and learned many new spells while keeping in close contact with the Shadow Hand, Essek Thalis. Zoria only had a month to prepare for her duel with the Sky Spear, and just now, as we cast our preparation spells and drink our potions, the duel between Zoria, the mightiest warrior of the Dolarav, and the Sky Spear, the spiritual druid leader of the Dolarav, now begins. So, as the two of you stand against each other here, as a part of her preparation, it seems that the Sky Spear had casted a singular spell on herself, and then is going to do another one before the combat begins. Her only preparation is going to be a summon elemental spell. As fighting with her, as she approaches and kind of raises her hand, coming out of the ground is a stone-looking gorilla creature. This monkey man. That guy. He's made of granite and and lapis lazuli stone. As he beats on his chest, this elemental creature, this force of earth elemental, is here to help her. So, that said, I think any one of you guys proficient in Arcana, which we have quite a few in the group, recognizes the spell that she cast on herself, little something known as, I rolled it to GM, but I'll show it to you guys just so you know what she has on. She has freedom of movement on. If you guys have a way to communicate this, if you want to communicate this to Zoria, you can, but basically grappling is not going to be very effective against her. All right. That said, Ruka stands above, as not only you guys here, but many of the crowd are present. When you guys sort of look around, you notice that Talion has disappeared. Talion is off somewhere investigating, looking into the Sky Spear while she's away from her home. Ruka explains the rules of the encounter. No combatants must exit the arena. If the combatant is forced out of the arena, they are not disqualified. They have a minute to return to the arena and continue the combat. If they are unable to return within 1 minute, they are disqualified. They lose the fight. She explains that the battle need not be to death, but this is high stakes, and if either of you die, such is the will of the Wild Mother, the will of the lands, the will of the Dolarav. The victor is the one who stays standing by the end of this. You are allowed to surrender. Your opponent is allowed to not grant you mercy should they choose. Other than that, any spells and abilities that you are able to do, you are allowed to do. While this is a combat of might, should your wit prevail and you prevent your opponent from fighting, that too counts as a victory. That said, no interactions from the crowd are allowed. You cannot interact. If you are noticed interacting or messing with the duel, you will be exiled from here, never to return, as this is one of their most sacred rituals. So, all that said and done, Ruka looks around, looks over to Zoria, gives her a nod of like, are you ready?
She nods.
She nods to you, looks back to the Sky Spear, gives her a nod. Are you ready? The Sky Spear, not breaking eye contact here with Zoria, sort of twirls her staff around, plants it into the ground, and nods as well. As she says that she too is ready. All right. That said, Ruka looks to everyone, says, Braves of Dolarab, friends from afar, it is time now to decide the future of our tribe. May the battle for the title of Sky Spear of our peoples begin. As the Sky Spear lunges forward and Zoria rushes forward, I need you both to roll initiative here. Now, while Jess rolls initiative here, the rest of you guys, it doesn't mean, oh my god, that for the rest of you guys, it does not, oh my god, a 30 total. The rest of you guys are not helpless, just observing this. Every round, the crowd will get to do something. You guys are the part of the crowd. That happens on initiative 20. You guys are able to do whatever you wish to do, be it cheer on the crowd, try to get everyone on Zoria's side, trying to do some sneaky stuff like cast some spells and do some things. You can do all of that. However, if you try to directly interact with Zoria or the Sky Spear by casting some spells on them, you guys will be taken away from here. You will be exiled and never to return for messing with their holy ritual here. So be careful. Do be as sneaky as you want to be. Just don't get caught. So as this begins, the rest of the party members, you guys can be wherever you want to in this arena. If you want to be closer to Zoria or closer to the Sky Spear, like whatever part you want to be on. But that said, it is time to begin this combat. Zoria, let me edit yours. Fucking 30.14. You guys have same dex bonus, by the way. She stood no chance against you. Let's begin. Zoria, you feel that rage fill you as you act first. Drums begin to beat. Music begins to be played. Horns strum forward as take your turn.
All right, big guy. She's got freedom of movement. Shit, fuck. All right, and we're raging. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, you have haste. You have.
I do.
Flight. You have extra AC. You have all kinds of good stuff.
All right. So here's what we're doing. We're running in. We're gonna grapple her.
Okay, gotcha. You grapple her.
Yep.
You go ahead and give me an athletics roll. You roll, because I might need to. You are a freakishly strong person. She might not stand a chance. 26. No, she cannot beat that. You grab her. She's grappled.
All right.
She smiles at that, says, brutish, like an orc. Of course you think to do this first.
I've learned a thing or two. Hasted movement. We're going to fly up 120 feet.
Okay, two of you, boom, explode upwards and are both 120 feet up.
Yeah.
Let's go suplex.
And once Zori reaches the crest of that, she's gonna grab her, flip her around, and she's just gonna come screaming back down with the woman right in front of her.
You want to fucking, what's that Naruto? Fucking Rock Lee versus Gaara? This guy?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So just to clarify, you will also be taking some falling damage here. You're falling from
Yep.
120 feet up. Oh my god. Okay, that is incredible. As you grab her and pull her up, she shakes her head, says, "This will not work. Mine is the spirit of the hawk," as the tattoos of the hawk on her says, "I am unencumbered." What are you doing? Wait. As you begin to together rocket down, as she was like, it wasn't your plan to just hold her up in the air and fight her there. We're coming down. That's 120 feet worth of falling damage, just so you know.
So the way this is gonna work is at the end of that, I'm going to use my where is it? Fucking ghost water dive. So like right as she is at the end, I'm gonna ghost water and hit the ground and let her crash down in front of me.
Fucking incredible. So ghost water dive is an action, I believe.
Yes.
Right? So hold on, because it's an action to do that. So then you wouldn't be able to just grapple her, right? You would have to use your hasted action to grapple her.
Yes.
Right? And that means how much movement are you left with after that? Because I don't know I think you plan to do hasted action dash into the
yeah, sorry. Never mind. Then don't worry. I'll take the fall damage. It's fine.
I mean, you can still do it. It just means you won't be as high up in the air.
Yeah, I'll take the 120.
Okay. You come on down with her here. This is a 12d6 damage. Yours is halved because you are raging. She takes the full amount of this. That is 50 points of damage to start this fight with. God damn. Ouch. Okay, that's incredible. She's close to bloodied from that first fucking impact. You guys watch as Zoria disappears, grabs her by the throat, and then leaps into the air. I think, Zoria, you're not used to, like, flying, so I think you go to jump instead, right? And you jump 120 feet into the air, and then holding her by the throat, rocket your way down as she looks at you like, "You fool, this is not," and then boom, explosion, a crater. Where on the battlefield? Right there, or where do you, like, put her by the time you fall? Is it
we slam down back over here.
Back over here, boom, as you slam down with her. You take 25 points of damage. She takes 50 points of damage as she spits out a bunch of blood, and that confidence, that cocky look in her eyes that she always felt that she could easily win this. Yeah, no, did not expect that. Did not expect barbarian flying suplex.
I don't suppose she has to make a con check for that elemental.
She does. Wow, brutal. Incredible. Let's see here. She needs to make a saving throw. Okay, here's the bad thing, though. She's got a decent con bonus here, but that is DC 25 she needs to succeed on. 20. She fails. The elemental creature instantly disappears. That's what we want to see. Let's go. Incredible. All air escapes from her lungs. Awesome. Nicely done, Zoria.
I still have a bonus action.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to drink a greater healing potion. Greater
healing. Let's go. Nice. 23 rage healing. Oh, 20. Sorry, that's rage. Incredible. There we go. 20 healing back to you as if you never fell from 120 feet.
Right?
Oh my god. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Nicely done, Zoria. That's an opener. That's how you open a fucking fight. All right. I don't imagine you have more movement or more things to do.
Nope, she's right there, and at that point, it's like the axe comes off. Blade bursts into flame, and she is ready.
Okay, let's go. The crowd gets... Oh, I skipped it one, sorry. The crowd gets to act now. The crowd is just sort of cheering on and everything. They're looking at this. This is incredible. Ruka looks stunned, not expecting Zoria to be able to do this so fast. The party members, do you guys have anything you want to do? Or just observe for now? For now, things are going great, but the Sky Spear's not had a turn yet.
Talion has sneaked off.
Yeah, we'll get to you. At the end of each of these rounds, we'll jump to you briefly here, don't worry. But those of you present, Ayla, Odo, or Alondra, are you guys doing anything, yeah?
Sure, Alondra will. I'll use one of my blade song charges to just start singing about the greatness of Zoria and cheer her on.
Incredible. Your battle theme starts playing, Zoria, in the middle of your fight here with you. Bella, go ahead. So if you use your blade song here, you can totally have advantage on a performance roll as everyone starts sort of like stamping their feet and clapping their hands together.
Here we go. Hey.
Oh
Nice.
my God. As the crowd begins to sing and chant with you here, Zoria, you can have attack roll and saving throw advantage on all of your rolls for the following turn. As the people of Dalaran start chanting with you, Zoria, Zoria, as the music continues to play and such. Incredible, Alondra, inspiring you. Alondra, you should really consider some bard levels, is all I'm saying. All right, there we go. Advantage on everything for you, Zoria, until next turn.
Ooh.
Awesome. Anything else from Ayla or Odo for now?
Who's that Pokemon?
I think Odo is going to build on what Alondra's doing. Join in on her song about Ayla's prowess in battle, especially against the cross-dash before our friend took lead. Build her up.
Awesome, absolutely. It would have the same effect, right? She already has success in like being bolstered here. So I think you're doing this, but I don't think that necessarily mechanically it's doing anything extra here.
That's fine.
All right, excellent. And Ayla, unless you're going to be subtly spelling or doing some sneaky stuff.
Oh no, because she heard her possibly being exiled. She's not gonna do that. She's gonna use minor illusion to like put Go Zoria, but because Zoria's on the other side, it's gonna be like backwards. So Zoria's gonna see it backwards. So she put it the wrong way. So that everyone else can see Go Zoria, but Zoria just sees it backwards.
Yeah, you're the one person who gets it wrong in the whole crowd there. Perfect.
Aeron's Og? What?
What the fuck? It confuses you for a moment, but you're too angry to understand. All right. There we go. Okay, at the end of this, Talion, sneaking off and away in the actual village square. You're looking around. You spot where the Sky Spear stays. You see her hut and home there. However, you do see some of the Dalaran who are here in the village still as guardians. Go ahead and give me a quick stealth roll to see if you can avoid their attention and find a way in.
All right, and thanks to my Boots of Elvenkind, I have advantage on stealth checks.
Absolutely do.
All right, stealth check.
Oh! You disappear before they even realize it. You are behind the home, behind a large hut, as using your dagger, you slowly slice open one side, making your way in without disturbing anyone. You see a large living space here with a few beds as well as chests. As you start investigating it, we'll jump back to the fight. For you, Talion, basically we'll be doing like step by step of you doing these processes while the fight is happening. Yeah. So for this first one, you make your way in. No problem. Nobody notices. The Sky Spear. Okay. Sky Spear had a whole fucking plan, man. She was going to first try to dispel you, but that might be a little too late for that now. So instead, Zoria, she is going to use 5 feet of her movement to escape your grapple. Her freedom of movement spell allows her to basically just use 5 feet of movement to just instantly escape any grapple, right? She is no longer grappled. She uses half movement to stand up because she ended up on the ground after being fucking slammed. And then she's going to say, kind of looks over to you and says, time to even the playing field. And she is going to cast Polymorph on you. I need you to give me a Wisdom saving throw. Her spell save DC, you've got to beat a Wisdom of 17, or you will become a little field mouse. A perfect prey for a hawk. You have advantage on this, and a bless. 16.
Oh.
Oh?
Hold on. I'm checking Kafopple.
Kafopple.
I don't.
Could be clutch.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where's it on my list?
Where is the Kafopple?
Yes.
Yes. Out. What? What's going on?
3.
Oh, that's right. It adds a d6 to your rolls. Let's fucking go. That is going to be extra 3 points here, making it a 19? You succeed. You are no field mouse. You are a raging beast right now. Incredible. That does not work for her. So instead, she is going to, let's see. Oof, that is rough. She will pull out her own greater healing potion and get some healing of her own. Once again, you heard that she's able to craft and make potions, and it seems that she's prepared some for this. She regains 16 hit points. Okay, yep. There we go. She regains some hit points. Looking a little better, but not much better. That's really bad for her. Okay, that is going to be her turn. As Zoria, we go to you again.
All right. Yeah, reckless. Here we go.
Okay. Reckless attack. Let's see it. No, you don't need to be reckless, by the way. You have advantage on everything because of Alandra's inspiration.
Perfect.
Let's go. That totally hits. Abso-fucking-lutely hits. That is going to be, 26 points of damage. Incredible. Here is a strength save. She gets a 15, falls prone. Boom! Down she goes. 23 points, 26 points of damage. Second one hits as well. 20 points of damage with this. You are destroying her armor, bringing it to the ground as she's battered, taking all this damage. She's at the cusp of blood. God, so much damage. Incredible.
Right. Let's see. Soil sharpness. Oh, what was the one that Wacko gave me? What did that do?
All right. I think you drank that as well.
Yeah.
She gave you a potion of martial prowess. Let me find it for you here. Potion of martial advantage. It's a rare magic potion that says you drink it and your weapon attacks deal an additional die of damage.
Okay, cool. I already put that in then. Cool.
Gotcha. Oh, that's why it's 16. I see. Yeah, 7 and a 1 in there. Incredible. Brutal cleaving attacks.
Our hasted attack. Find the thing real fast. Where are you, buddy? There you are. So it's 8 charges. Sorry, I'm reading through my thing real quick.
You have a hasted attack, I was going to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm reading here real fast.
Okay.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. For the hasted attack, I'm going to dump all 8 charges of the Scorching Cleaver.
Oh my god. Which means when you spend all of them, you get an additional 3d8 fire damage at the end of it. There.
Yeah.
That is going to be 11d8 fire damage as you unleash this wave of fire through her. This is, I believe, a dex save for her.
Yes.
Okay, let's make it. And the DC here is, I believe, let me see, it is 8 plus proficiency plus number of charges. So 8, 12 plus the 8 charges.
20.
So DC 20 dex save. God damn. You came to play. God damn. All right, here's the dex save. 14 fails. 46 points of fire damage as it erupts through her. She is now bloodied. As you, boom, send her to the ground. The second attack, with a roar, you land down, cratering the ground beneath her. She spits out a bunch of blood. And the last one, you raise up, hold for a moment as the weapon begins to ignite with flame, and then slam it in front of her, sending this sort of chasm of flame that appears in front and sort of rips through the arena. She screams in pain as fire burns at her hair and clothes. Oh my god! That is too much fucking damage. Yeah, bloodied. She's bloodied already. Good god.
I'm gonna save her from having to like stand up. It's like this like little mercy where Zoya is gonna reach down, pick her up, and set her up on her feet. We're not done yet.
Oh my god. She wouldn't like hold her hand out for you to pick her up, but yeah, you grab her and fucking pick her up. Wow, the insult to injury, and that's quite a fucking injury. Nicely fucking done, Zoria. I think that is your turn.
That is my turn.
All right, now we go to the crowd. People in the crowd, what do you guys want to do?
I mean,
If anything, it's going great right now.
yeah, I mean, just yes, you know, set her hair on fire, yeah. keep cheering, keep singing, keep, you know.
Awesome.
Number one fan right here, you know, just concentrating on
yes.
spells and dancing and singing and yes.
Absolutely. Gotcha. You just sort of keep playing. You can't like do the same effect as last time, but you can totally like mechanically you're not helping in any particular way here, but
Right.
you're cheering her on, you're getting the crowd excited and such. The crowd is totally loving Zoria's
Just be like, did you see that? She set her hair on
That was
fire.
incredible. What even was that? That was awesome. As the people are sort of looking. Yeah,
How
Ayla,
cool
I
would it
think.
be for her to be the Sky Sphere?
Yes, nicely done. Okay. Rav said he has to run. He'll be right back. So, Ayla, anything for you?
She'll summon a mage hand and just do a thumbs up. She doesn't want to get involved. I mean, the Sky Sphere looks really fucked up, and she doesn't know what's gonna happen.
Excellent.
Really important question, because we never asked Captain Ray when she woke up, did she know the Sky Sphere was the one who set her up? But I feel like that would have been something she would have said.
So, no, she also does not remember most of what happened. All she remembers was being in her tent, and then all of a sudden something like a club hitting her to the back of the head, and she felt intense poison impact her.
All right, what she doesn't know what she doesn't want to see this woman die, but you know she's not gonna get involved, and she doesn't want to get in trouble and get banned from being here.
Yeah, fair enough. You see a thumbs up from the crowd. Excellent. We jump over to Talion. Talion, inside of the tent here, you see a few beds, a little like armoire space. You see a chest or two. Some of them are locked. You, Talion, can give me an investigation roll, looking for anything out of place or suspicious here.
What'll do?
Ooh,
14.
14.
You know
What
what?
do you think? Oh,
I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll.
inspiration reroll. Let's go. 14 is a pretty low roll for you. You got a crazy bonus. 17's better. 17's better. You will spend most of this time looking on through, as you at first don't find anything of major significance until at one point you feel something under the main sort of circular carpet at the center of her living space. A small bump that you come across. You sort of feel it out with your hands here, and notice there's a ridge, like a small bump. You remove the carpet, and you find what looks to be some disturbed dirt. As you begin to sort of dig on through it, you find what looks to be a druidic seal placed on some sort of a trapped door. Not trapdoor, but like trapdoor, like an entrance to a basement or something like that. It has some sort of strange druidic magic protecting it. That is going to be your investigation for this turn. Back to the duel here, as the Sky Spear goes next. Okay, she's in a bad state. So she is going to start acting. She's going to start doing crazy, powerful stuff. She is going to again use her Summon Elemental as an action, and she's going to bring back the Rock Guy again. She summons the Rock Guy right here this time. He comes on out, and as her bonus action, once again, as a powerful druid, she will choose to use her Change Shape ability. You watch as her form begins to shift, and where previously the Sky Spear stood, I'm going to remove her off the map, but I'm just going to put her on all the way in the bottom right for the initiative's sake. But in front of you, she transforms Zoria. Her form, her tattoo of the hawk begins to glow, and she becomes a powerful air elemental. You see this air elemental creature made of lightning and wind, wielding what looks to be a vine-like flail with a massive thorned acorn at the top of it, as she points forward for the elemental to attack you. That's her bonus action to transform and her action to summon the creature. However, the creature does get to act immediately after her turn. Oh, actually, she's going to do it a little different. Zoria, you can take an attack of opportunity first. She's going to transform, move away from you, and then have the elemental attack you. Nice, that fucking hits. All right, I have bad news, though. She did this one exactly after what you did. She has access to multiple elemental forms. This form is immune to the prone condition, as well as the grappled condition, right? You can't knock wind down.
Who's that Pokemon?
As that is... 26 points of damage. However, this is taken from this form of hers here, as she floats on back. Then she's going to summon this guy, and she doesn't have an action anymore, so she just ends her turn right there. Now this guy approaches, and this big elemental has 2 attacks he can do.
Hold on. Wait. Con check?
No, that's what I said. She's gonna move first away, then summon the guy after you hit her.
Ah, okay.
She knows she's a spellcaster. She knows how it works, right? She would know to risk the attack first.
Attack of opportunity?
Yeah, she did. That's a 30 that she rolled there. All right. The elemental here is going to do a few things. First of all, it is going to use its Earth Bind strikes, trying to hold you down here. This is our second and only remaining summoning of this elemental, and this is what it does. Zoria, it makes 1 attack. It doesn't have advantage because you were not reckless. You had advantage from your friends. All right, 16 misses. This is good because if this attack hits you, it makes your movement speed 0. As you realize, this would be devastating fighting a range caster. Next one is an 11. Both of these miss, Zoria, as it's just sort of going to get in your way. At the end of its turn, it's going to also use a bonus action. It's going to look back to the elemental form of the Archdruid and use this ability called Convocation of the Earth. Basically, the elemental gets to choose one of these 2 options and empower another elemental creature. And he's going to empower the Sky Spear here. He is going to give her the Earthen Aura. So you watch now around the Sky Spear, around her wind form, there's a bunch of like sharp stones and crystals that are whipping around, meaning that for the next minute, anyone who isn't an elemental takes 5 points of slashing damage. Every 5 feet, they move into the area within 10 feet of the elemental form of the Sky Spear. So like walking up to her is going to hurt, and moving around her is going to hurt. Not much, right? Because you will get to reduce it, but that's still much damage to count on. All right, that's the Sky Spear and her elemental creature here. Zoria, your turn next. You got this guy here, and he's going to try and stop you if you go after her.
I'm going to grab him.
Hell yeah! Fuck yes, you will. All right, give me a athletics roll. He's a big rock guy. He's strong. Let's see. Oh, 25. 29. Massive creature. Swings down with both of its massive barrel-like stone arm and slams into you. And then we see our fingers dig into his forearms. And we see the close-up of his forearms of stone cracking as the giant ape, stone ape, like begins to freak out as you got him grappled.
You know what we're gonna do? We're going up 120.
All right, as a quick mention, while you're grappling someone, unless you have the grappler feat, it does take you half movement to move them.
That's fine. We'll go 60 then.
60 up. That's just your movement. That's not even a dash action. If you want to use the dash off the what's it called, the haste, then you can go 120. Yeah.
We'll go 120.
120. The creature starts freaking out immediately. This guy has only been on the ground his whole existence, right? As it looks to you and starts talking in Primordial, which I don't imagine you speak.
Nope.
Is just mumbling stone language at you. You're all the way 120 feet up. Do you drop him or do you come down with him? Huh?
Oh, you're scared. Go back to your master. And she throws it at the Sky Spear.
Oh my god. Incredible. I'm going to make a dex save for the Sky Spear. I'm going to say DC will be your strength roll. You make like the one that when you knock people down with your weapon, the DC 17. Huh?
Yep.
Hold on. Let's see. Here, wait, why doesn't that work? Oh shit, sorry. My Roll20's bugging. Here is the dex save of oh my god, Roll20 is messing me up. I apologize. It's an air elemental. It's a little faster than most other elementals. Here's the dex save. 17's the number. 13.
Boom!
Boom! Massive boulder. So first of all, this guy that falls from the sky takes 12d6. He takes 35 points of damage, lands prone, right there at her feet, as she herself is going to take that same exact damage as this giant boulder slams into her. Now, I gotta say, this is a bludgeoning damage, and while he is not a weapon, technically, so the bludgeoning damage she takes is she's resistant to. As an elemental creature, she has a resistance to any kinds of non-magical damage, and throwing a person at someone, I think, is non-magical. Though you can argue that it's an elemental creature you're throwing at it. That's a very curious thing, very situational.
He is a spell.
He is a spell, but he's also a guy. You know what? I'll say for sure. Absolutely. That was awesome. You throw it, she takes 35 points of damage here. The elemental form is not, however, yet bloodied. Very close. Fucking goddamn, that's real close already. Boom! It slams into her. Now, once again, she would be knocked prone. Can't. She's an air elemental. She just takes a ton of fucking damage. The earth elemental guy is just on the floor. And you are 120 feet in the air.
That is a con check, though, isn't it?
It is a con check here. 35 is a DC 17 for her to beat. Here's the roll. A million. 26. The guy stays. He's like, please lose concentration. That sucked. That sucks so much. She's like, no, get back to work, right? As she starts to stand up.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's your grapple is one of your attacks. Movement, hasted action to go up, and then second attack to throw him. You have a bonus action left.
I do have a bonus action. I'm going to, because I have a bit of a sitting duck up here. I have a potion of invisibility. I'm just going to drink it and vanish.
Okay. Keep in mind, you are invisible. However, that doesn't mean you're hidden, right? If she looks up, she can kind of see distorted air and such. Invisibility is kind of silly in D&D. Even though you're invisible, people have a chance of noticing you. And especially in combat like this, she's a druid, right? She has pretty decently high passive perception. She will, unless you decide to take a hide action, she does know where you are, right? The general area where you disappeared, right? So,
That's
okay.
Your attacks will be a disadvantage.
Yeah,
her attacks and stuff will be a disadvantage, which is nice.
That's fair.
Okay, gotcha. She sees, this is pretty dangerous. You are, by the way, you don't have any more movement. You are 120 feet up.
Yep.
Coming down like a meteor next time. All right, Zoria, that said, we go to the crowd here. Anyone else doing anything else? Zoria is, Zoria's not had a single hit land against her yet. She's resisted everything and landed these brutal blows. She's been using the battlefield in a very dynamic way. She's got this.
Can I try to get into the Sky Spear's head a little bit?
How would you like to do so?
I want to just taunt the shit out of her. Just be you haven't even hit Zoria. You are not fit to lead, or just what is? Well, I want to. Elijah will get down and dirty, talking about her mom, talking about her. You know?
Oh my god! Give me an intimidation roll. Now she's not gonna be frightened of you, but she's definitely gonna be distracted. 10. Okay, I don't think you go like your mom so fat, and then a meteor of an earth elemental lands and distracts her more than that, right? Unfortunately, yes, the 10 intimidation is not gonna get her attention this time. A good try. It's a try at least.
Yeah.
Do we have Rav back? I don't know if he typed that he's back or not. I'm assuming not.
Yeah, he's not said he's back yet.
Okay. That said, Ayla, how about yourself? Anything for you? Magical thumbs up, just sort of floating there.
I guess
I want to see Ayla do like the thumbs up and then do like the throat cutting motion with it. Oh God, where'd that come from?
That's not. That is totally something Rocky would do, but not Ayla. She's just like. She's just sitting here going, oh, she's at her the seat going, this is crazy. She don't think she's ever seen an arena fight before. She would probably look over at Ruka. Does she look like Ruka's nervous?
Ruka's not. In fact, you can see at trying to stifle it and hide it, Ruka is trying to not smile. She's almost like at the edge of her seat going, go.
Okay, that's all. She doesn't want to interfere in any way. She doesn't want to... She knows how important this is to Zoria, and she doesn't want to... She gave her the help that she promised to give her, and she's not going to get involved because, that's her thing. She wants to do this herself, so she's not going to get involved in it.
All right. Incredible. The Sky Spear. Well, actually, first of all, we hop on over to Talion. Talion, you stand there, you see this trapdoor, it has a powerful druidic glyph placed on it. Inspecting it, you realize it is some sort of a powerful protection elemental magic. You can give me a quick Arcana roll or Nature roll to see if you recognize what it'll do should you touch it or trigger it.
I'm going to try Arcana first.
19. Talion, you realize that this glyph has an intense poison in it. Some sort of a bloom or a mushroom will pop, unleashing a mighty venom into the room that might knock you out. If you're not careful, Talion, instantly you think to yourself, this is exactly the kind of poison that lulls to drown you. Poison that will injure you, and if you're not careful, knock you out. Yep. You have it there. Yeah, you still have time to try. How would you go through it, right? How would you go past it? Realizing that if you interact with this trapdoor, it will activate this glyph of ward. Yeah.
I'm gonna try something. Talion is going to, assuming he's not sure how old this druidic sigil has been carved into the dirt, but he's gonna try something. And DM, up to you if it works or not. He's gonna try spend a minute to ritually cast oscillating chronology again, and try and turn the clock back 5 years on the dirt.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah. I think, the dirt around it sort of begins to kind of grow, right? Before they built this tent here, the dirt begins to grow grass from it and such. We see some roots here. There might have been a tree here before, as it begins to kind of reappear around it and such. But it doesn't get rid of this glyph here. This glyph is magical, and this door has been placed here magically. It doesn't destroy it or interact with it. Did you have a goal in mind, particularly with the spell? What effect you were hoping for?
I was hoping if the sigil was cast less than 5 years, maybe the sigil would disappear.
Unfortunately not. This spell, while it has powerful abilities, it cannot fully, remove magic from something. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I kind of figured that.
Realizing that, you realize you're going to have to figure out a different way to disable this trap.
That's my turn. I'll have something else. I'll put something else.
Okay. Think of something. It's a trapdoor with a poison glyph on it. Alright, the Sky Spear took a lot of damage for elemental spell. And I think think it's time for her to fight back. She is going to willingly drop, as a bonus action, she's going to drop her elemental form. Her elemental form retracts, and she stands there as a person. That is her bonus action as a druid to retract her form. She reappears like she's going to step like this, and she's going to conjure a spell. Looking up to where she sort of knows Zoria disappears, she sort of narrows her eyes and says, "Careful now, little bird. Without learning to fly, even hawks fall and break their wings." And she casts Dispel Magic on you, Zoria. Zoria, any third level spell or lower effects are instantly dispelled from you. Haste, flight, shield of faith, invisibility, and your D8 like bonus to initiatives all instantly go away in a single casting of Dispel Magic. One lesser known thing about Dispel Magic, it doesn't just dispel one thing, it dispels everything magical off of a person. I don't believe you have any 4th levels or higher where she would have to roll for it. I think everything is 3rd, up to 3rd.
Yes. Does the haste potion count as a spell?
It does. It is a magical effect, any magical effect or spell-like effect.
Who's that
All right.
Pokemon?
That also means your bless spell as well goes away. Only thing that stays is the effects of the martial advantage potion and the effects of the potion of sharpness, oil of sharpness. I mean, but that said, Zoria, you begin to plummet. Without your flying spell, you fall 120 feet. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw now.
Wee. Let's see.
I do not have
Question.
feather fall. If I did, I would subtle spell it, but I do not have it.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You have advantage on these.
Does, I was gonna say, does this trigger danger sense? Like I can see
yeah,
the floor coming at me.
the ground is rushing at you. Danger sense activates. Go ahead and use it.
It'll be 19.
9. So what? By the way, this means so when people take falling damage, you can't save for half falling damage. You did it in a special way where you threw a guy at the Sky Spear, right? And she got to make a dex save to dodge out of the way. But there's no reducing falling damage. Only thing that you make dex saves for to see if you stay standing. Which, by the way, you take 34, reduced down to 17 points of bludgeoning. Yeah? And as you land, another meteoric fucking crater on the battlefield, right? Yet another one. And as the dust begins to settle and the Sky Spear stands there smiling, her face immediately focuses again in anger. As we see there, as the dust begins to settle, and this is where like the fucking metal guitar riff starts to play, right? As we see Zoria leaning on her weapon, standing there in the middle of the crater. My God. The Sky Spear backs away a little bit, says, what, how? As we're going to go to her minion here. The minion stands up using half of its movement, and then uses the remaining, oh my God, he's got 50 movement. So 25 feet, Zoria, he's going to be able to get to you. Zoria, the creature immediately leaps and goes to attack you. I don't believe you actually made any attacks last turn, so you weren't reckless.
Correct.
But that said, yeah, this big guy's just gonna try to attack you twice. He goes with a Earthbind Strike, 20. I think now back to your normal AC. That's gonna hit. Zoria, the moment he hits you, you watch as your feet sink into the ground below, as your movement has been reduced by 0. He punches you one more time, 16. I think that just hits as well.
That meets it, yeah.
Okay, that's 3 and then 6 points of damage. 9 damage total to you as this creature is now holding you down. The Sky Spear to this smiles, realizing like, okay, we got it under control. It's smooth sailing from here. All right, Zoria, your movement has been reduced to 0. What do you do?
Ghost water dive.
Fuck yes. All right, where do you go and who do you attack? You realize, yeah, you can try to knock her concentration off and such, but this guy's bloodied, right? This elemental guy over here is bloodied, and he's the one who keeps, like, holding you down. And
He
it's the
is.
last
So what I'm going to do is, because Ghost Water Dive is just 30 feet.
Right. Oh, yeah, she's a little far.
I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Pop out of
Teleport.
his grasp
There you go.
beside him.
Yeah, you have the rest of your movement now.
Reckless. We're going to Scorching Cleaver hit him for...
Let's go. That fucking hits, abso-fucking-lutely. That is going to be 19 points of damage. Solid hit. Awesome hit, awesome hit. He needs to make a con save or go down. He does not go down. Natural 20 for 24.
It's fine. And then we're going to go... Boop. Yep. Going after her.
Okay, it's going to try and make an attack of opportunity against you when you leave. Keep in mind, if it hits you, your movement might become 0.
Actually, yeah, let's just go ahead and swing on him again.
Well, you don't have one more, right? Your Ghost Water Dive is an action.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Alright, so you have a bonus action if you want to drink something.
Yeah, I'll drink my second greater healing potion I picked up. It's another 19.
Oh, very good. Very good fucking rolls. That's one away from max. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yeah, that's the special one that has an extra bonus to it. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. There we go. Zoria, okay, you realize now what her plan is. Have the elemental hold you down while she peppers you with spells for free. Can't let her do that. Cannot let her do that. Okay, next up we go to the crowd. Any of the party members. The crowd is cheering now, but now everyone is like, oh shit, did you see that? This was at first a flashy bunch of moves from Zoria here. She's obviously way stronger, but the Sky Spear seems to have a more of a tactical mind. She's using her wisdom here, not allowing Zoria to fight her, keeping her away. So,
and then Alondra will say, "You want to bet?" And she's going to try to get a little betting going on.
They look at you confused as they do not know what gambling is, nor do they deal in gold here, as they're not really sure what you want. Like one person, like, I have this gold trinket. Yeah. Bet they're like fucking beans and cows and stuff, right? They don't bet. It's not gambling, not very popular with the dollar have.
Alondra's gonna start a gambling addiction.
Oh my god!
You bet, you know.
I offer my goat, and they just give it to you. All right, so Alondra, unfortunately, wrong crowd for betting. Not betting kind of people here.
Alondra will try to explain what betting is to them. That's the whole.
You spend the round explaining to them what betting is and how gambling is addictive or not. How it's awesome. All right, Ayla or Odo? What about you guys? Do we have? Oh, we have Odo back. Hello, welcome back. Either of the two of you want to do something?
I mean, there's really not much Odo can do. He's just gonna watch the fight and see how their tactics work.
Very good. Okay, gotcha.
I will say that if there is any kind of scary, if it looks like the Sky Spear is going to kill Zoria with any kind of magic, I would use a subtle spell counterspell. That is the only time if I see her like purposely trying to like kill her, that's when Ayla would step in. Only then. Because Ruka said you don't have to kill.
You can show mercy, you do not have to grant mercy, yeah?
Yeah.
That said, by the way, you're a little too far for a counterspell right now,
alright.
It's a reaction, right? So you can dash around if you want to on your turn here,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything like that's gonna happen, but I'm just putting it out there that I would do that.
That's something you're prepared for. Gotcha. Okay. Last but not least, Talion. You're looking at that poisoned glyph. You realize your time manipulation magic is not going to get rid of it. This spell, it'll need something a little more potent or a little more clever.
Talion is going to go back out the hole he cut into the tent.
Gotcha. You see the river is there. There's like a hillside and the jungle beyond.
And from outside, I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
and move it over to the glyph and touch it. See if I can activate it.
Yeah, it does activate. When you touch it, you watch inside of the room as a bunch of these phosphorescent glowing mushrooms begin to grow, and they're sort of they kind of flex and then unleash, sort of relax, unleashing this these spores, these poisonous spores that fill the entire chamber there. As the poison remains in there for a better part of a minute. You realize if this was to knock you out, you would have just sort of suffocated in the poison while unconscious. The poison dissipates after about a minute. However, it is not the most quiet thing, as you hear some of the guardsmen outside, like, what was that? Did you hear that? Something fall over in the Sky Spear's domicile. We shouldn't go in, that's her place. Maybe you're right, but let's check around, just make sure no animal got inside. And some of them are start going to kind of, because they hear this, right? They'll start walking around the house looking to see if anything is happening. You have a choice here. Jump into the still semi-poisonous room, or try to make a stealth check somewhere nearby. Or try to cover your tracks and try to hide that cut in the tent that you made. What you got?
Well, before they come in, if I can, can I oscillating chronology the hole?
Yeah, you can. Totally. That you can just fix it. Do you go inside or you stay outside when you do that?
I'd rather not get poisoned.
Yeah.
So I'll do from the outside.
Okay, you quickly zip it back up, right? You fix it, and you hide nearby, as you'll spend the next minute or so waiting for these guardsmen to just sort of like walk around and realize like, I guess it was the wind. Must have been the wind, right? As they just walk on off. All right, okay. You'll have to, now that the glyph is disabled, the trapdoor is waiting for you, and you can make your way back in, no problem, but you'll explore it next turn. Okay, nicely done, avoiding trouble. The Sky Spear. Zoria, she has you right where she wants you. She sees the elemental that you're destroying quickly, and she's going to scowl. She's going to start casting some big spells against you, Zoria. Zoria, she is going to, while you're standing over there, cast a powerful druidic spell. At 6th level, she's going to cast Blight on you. You watch as she conjures an orb of darkness in her hands, and this darkness begins to shroud you like a cloud. And then she sort of twists her wrists and closes her fist, and this darkness turns into 1,000 sharpened thorns and needles that all dig into you at the same time. Zoria, that's a con save, or you take 49 points of necrotic damage with this 6th level blight.
A con save?
Constitution saving throw, DC 17. If you're a plant creature, you take
22.
maximum. You're not a plant. That's pretty fucking good. 22, you succeed. That is still half, so 49 down to 24 points of necrotic damage. Awesome. That said, she sees that you're sort of approaching her. She sees the elemental is getting fucked up. She's going to use her second and last remaining change shape to again, her tattoo glows, and she doesn't want to risk it. I'm going to put her back over there, and reappearing where she was is going to be an air elemental. As she reappears in her air elemental form, you see the symbols of the hawk all across her. She smiles and is going to just levitate. She's going to go 20 feet up. Not as 120 that you were high up, but she's going to just stay just out of your reach, or so she thinks. She calls out an order to the elemental. Zoria, the elemental creature, strikes you twice. One time, 22. One time is a 24. Zoria, it hits you both times. You take half of those, so 6 and a 6. 12 damage total to you, Zoria, and again, you are trapped in stone. Your feet sink into the ground. And you hear the voice speak out from the elemental. In common language, you hear the elemental, a little sound of like a gust and a wind, but she speaks out. All that wrath and ruin you would bring forth, this is not how a leader should act. The rest of this fight might as well be over, as everyone can see. after that burst of emotion is gone, rationality wins. She looks to the crowd of like, basically like, this is over. She's got nothing. I'm flying in the air. There's an elemental holding her down. Like, this is how a leader wins. Delegating and making critical decisions. As she just sort of shrugs to the crowd, like, I am not impressed. This is over. Zoria.
A good leader doesn't underestimate their foes.
Yes.
Let's
Yell out from
see.
the crowd.
Got this big guy in front of us.
He's very low.
It's a reckless attack against him.
Reckless attack will do 21 points of damage. You shatter the stone into million pieces. He's gone. Now, unfortunately, it's not him holding you down. It's like the ground below you when he hits you. So your movement is still 0, unfortunately, until her next turn, basically. But she's got no more. She can't summon anymore.
Is that something I could shatter?
I'll say you can use your second attack. It would cost you second attack here. I would give you a strength saving throw to like fucking rip your feet out of the ground. Okay. It would usually be an action, but I'll allow it as one of your attacks.
23.
Yeah, you're fucking out. You pull and pull. You feel your flesh begin to fucking rip from how hardened the stone beneath you is, and you rip your feet out of it. You are free to move. You have your movement this turn.
Zoria at that point is then going to.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yep, we're gonna run here, and as we do, we're gonna. Yep, we're gonna jump up. Basically, like at that last bit, I'm gonna use the running and jump, and as she does, she's going to dredge line up and yank her back down. It's not a grapple; it's just a pull.
It's not a grapple. That's fucking right. That's awesome. That is a strength saving throw.
Yep. So.
Fucking incredible. Here is your strength save. That is 15. That fails.
Get on the ground.
You leap, throw the anchor up. It wraps around her form. She says, no mundane chains. And then they glow, right? And wrap around her and glow with red as they pull her 15 feet down right in front of you on the ground. She's grounded. Let's go. What a play. What a fucking play. Nicely done, Zoria. It's time now for the crowd.
You might be a hawk, but I am the wrath of the ocean.
Okay. All right. The hawk ran into a shark. Who wins? All right. The crowd goes next. They're all roaring. At this point, it's like, oh shit. Zoria's main thing is like she does devastating attacks if she's able to get there. The Sky Spear wins if she keeps Zoria away from her, and Zoria keeps jumping back to her every fucking time. But Zoria's now almost at half hit points already. You guys in the crowd, what do you do? I'm assuming nothing then, because everyone's chilling.
I think
you guys don't know how to bet. Like, what the fuck? Okay, like,
I think Odo is probably taunting the Sky Spear about their tactics, and they're underestimating their opponent until the fight's over.
Awesome. Odo,
you know what? I like that too, Odo. I'll get it.
You guys are shit talking. Excellent. Odo and Elantra, go ahead. Both of you give me intimidation rolls to see if you can distract her here and sort of force her into a foolish play. 12.
Can I use my tactical line?
Terrible.
Yes, you can add a D10 by using your second wind here.
Sweet, we'll do that.
Nice.
Ayla will say, I don't like your headrest. It's not really nice.
Okay.
21.
She is not offended by that one. Ooh, 21. Alondra, you're not as successful here, but you yourself, Odo, get her attention, calling upon her leaderly skills and underestimating an enemy, a powerful enemy at that. You are successful. She's distracted. She's sort of looking up to you and scowling as well. She will have disadvantage on her first attack roll. All right.
Alondra will give Odo a high five. like, damn, that was savage.
My guy's a savage. All right, excellent. That's the crowd here. Other than the comment under her headdress, Ayla, anything else?
No, she's not really good at like being mean. So
Yeah, yeah,
She wasn't.
yeah.
I mean, to be honest, she doesn't. She liked the headrest. She just didn't know what else to say.
Fair enough, fair enough. Excellent. All right, Talion, we return to you. Now that the guards have disappeared, you return inside of the tent. You see now no more magical ward on it. A trapdoor made of oaken wood. You easily and carefully pop it open, and you see a ladder. You climb down about 20 feet, and you find a small hidden basement area. In here, you see all kinds of old tomes, as well as a strange shrine. You see a large obelisk stone sitting there, and engraved upon it are all kinds of druidic writings. As you approach, you see on a table nearby, there is a small stone engraved with runes, a sending stone. What do you investigate first?
So I have the sending stone.
The sending
The
stone,
strange
the tome.
obelisk.
Yeah, the strange obelisk, the sending stone, and then the stacks of books.
First of all, I'm going to check to see make sure there aren't any traps set for me.
Excellent. With your passive perception, looking around, you think there is none. Although, you do notice that there is something strange with the obelisk. There is a spell placed on the black stone pillar. What kind? You're not certain, and you're pretty sure it's not druidic in nature.
Back to that in a moment. I'll check out the tome.
The tomes. You begin to look through the tomes. In here, you find records of years, dates, and names of many individuals. No name that you recognize in here until finally you run across Zoria's name and a date that speaks of a time multiple years ago. A mention in it, or like a little side note that says high threats, and then a name of some sort of a ship on it.
The name of a ship.
Yeah.
Further investigation for later, and I'll pocket the tome.
Okay. Gotcha. That'll be your investigation for this one. You can focus on the obelisk or the sending stone next.
Understood.
Other than that, there's just a ton of names here. Ton of names in this book and ton of dates. All right. Next up, we go to the Sky Sphere. She is in her elemental form. She's going to make 2 attacks here. Zoria, she's going to smack you twice. First one, she's going to go for a flail attack. That's, what? Would have been advantage, right? Because of your reckless. However, because of Odo's taunt, that is not a critical strike against you here.
Thank you, Odo.
Zoria, that is still 9 points of force damage, and she's not done. She has this special ability called Lightning Strike. Thank God that wasn't a critical, because this would have been double. She makes 1 strike here against you, does not crit. However, on a hit, it does extra 22 lightning damage, and I need you to make a con save or be pushed 30 feet away and become dazed all at once. As she basically, for this turn, just makes a singular strike. She whirls around this long vine flail with a spiked acorn. 21, let's go. You are neither pushed away nor dazed, but you do take a total of 22 plus 9, so 31 damage to you, Zoria. As you stand there still, she looks to you and says, give in, child. Your foolish conquest is over. After we are done, I promise not to kill you, but you will never return here to the Dollaraf or to Ruka. You have shown yourself insolent and untrustworthy. You are no true Dollaraf. She gives you a chance to surrender.
Oh, isn't she thoughtful?
Any retorts?
I'm not done. That's it. She just said she's not done.
She, you're the only one close enough to catch it, but the small little malicious smirk that appears on her elemental face says, I was hoping you'd say that. And she raises her lightning flail to hit you again next turn, but Zoria, it is now your turn. Zoria, well, yeah, I think because of what Odo says, she would have just flown away, but she's going to stay there. She's going to stay there and fucking fight you now that you're very low. She feels confident. She feels like this is about to wrap up. The crowd is on their, like, tip of their toes.
So, here's what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
That supreme healing potion we bought,
Oh, shit.
we're going to just use our
shit.
action to drink it.
Is it Supreme or Superior?
Supreme.
Oh, shit. Okay. Potion of Supreme Healing is 10d4 plus 20. That is 60 hit points you restore instantly, Zoria.
Yep.
You drink of the potion, this massive fucking, it's like a gigantic flask that you just empty, drinking down. 60 hit points, let's go. She scowls at that and says, it won't be enough. This just means more pain.
And then for our bonus action,
Uh-huh.
we're going to drink a little regular healing potion.
Take a quick shot
6.
after your big drink. All right, 6 more hit points.
I'm almost back to full.
Back to fucking full. Let's go. Keeping it alive. Keeping it alive. All right. Zoria, that's going to be your turn for now as the crowd goes next. All right. Party members. The crowd is at this point split. They're like, oh shit, Zoria's winning. Let's go, Zoria. Oh, okay, that's why she's the Sky Spear. She's controlling the battle. Oh, Zoria closed in and she's landing like, oh, she's healing herself. And then people are like back and forth, back and forth. It's an extremely exciting match to watch. Truly fitting of 2 possible leaders. So, you guys, what do? You see Ruka over is getting a little concerned now looking at this. She thinks that Zoria might have started very strong, but is running out of steam now.
Something's not sitting right with Odo about her underestimating her opponent. He would like to send Kata up and keep an eye out for additional trouble. Specifically,
Gotcha.
Titan.
Gotcha. Excellent. Go ahead and make a perception roll.
For me or Kaida?
For Kaida.
Okay. Character sheet.
Could be for you if you want to look through Kaida's eyes instead.
Maybe I'll do that so I can use my other technical mind.
Absolutely. You can use a technical mind, and you still have advantage because Kaida has advantage on perceptions.
I'll use my technical shift. Or my mind, excuse me.
All right.
Oh,
Gotcha.
shit.
Hey, by the way,
shit.
you rolled a 1. You got it. You got a 1 and it re-rolled into a 7.
I completely forgot something.
Oh? Hey, here we go. 7 on extra. Remarkable recovery. Aha, you get extra. Healing equal to your constitution, so twice, because you drank 2 potions. You're back to full.
Yep.
Let's fucking go. Okay, tactical mind with an extra 7. 19 here. Odo, clear skies. Clear skies here. Most of the village is gathered here. Only some remain back at the Dolorav stronghold. No trouble. No additional trouble. Things
Okay.
are as you see them. Huh?
But we'll keep Kata up there to keep an eye out.
Okay,
So-
understood.
The rules were we just couldn't interfere with the fight, correct?
You cannot interfere with the fight, yes.
Can I? There's nothing about distracting them, right?
As long as it's not physically like in the arena or something
Okay,
like
gotcha.
that, right?
So I'm going to just find fairly big objects and start vortexing them around. Vortex warping them around, like misplacing stuff.
Fucking
just to, like-
weeping angels. Every time she looks over, it's not there anymore.
Exactly,
Like, what the fuck?
exactly. And then she starts
Incredible.
doing like double takes of like, what the fuck did I just?
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
a
know,
great
like-
way to distract. Some of the
like-
pillars and the stones disappear from the background and reappear elsewhere. Yeah, that will definitely be distracting. Go ahead and give me an Arcana roll here. You're trying what is basically a deception roll instead of using Arcana.
20.
20's good. She definitely double thinks and looks over like, wait, what just happened? As stuff begins to disappear, she begins to think she's losing her mind. She will have disadvantage on her first attack roll. If she does not make an attack roll, Zoria will have advantage on her first saving throw.
Nice. Cool.
Very nicely done. Yeah, excellent work, Alondra, there, as you're still trying to understand the whole no gambling thing.
Yeah.
Excellent. Ayla, what about yourself?
She's gonna subtle spell a message to the Sky Spear.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did you hear that I was able to resurrect Captain Ray? She has so many interesting things to say.
Oof, spicy. Ayla, this is your choice of, it's not deception, but we would use deception as a sort of distraction kind of a role, or intimidation. I can for sure say you have advantage on the roll here for non-disclosed reasons. Okay, well, shit. As
You know what? I will
look to
reroll
her.
that. I will reroll that.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, okay. So we almost had a reality where you go like, did you hear? And you look over and you start getting distracted by teleporting objects. Like, what the fuck is going on? As instead, right, instead of being distracted by Alondra's ability here, you whisper into her mind. And her eyes widen for a second, looking around like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? Okay, she, with 2 of the successes, she will have disadvantage on all of her attacks, and Zoria will have advantage on all of her saving throws for this turn, whichever comes first. Nicely done. This definitely sort of upsets her and puts her on higher alert. Okay. Nicely done. I think now we jump on over to Talion. Talion, it is your turn. You now stand there, books inspected with a bunch of these names that most of them are nonsensical to you except Zoria's with a certain date and a name of a ship. The other ones did have like different names and mentions of locations, like a mention of like a patch of trees here in the woods, or like a big stone that's sort of like a landmark, or just some random locations. What do you investigate next?
I'll check out the obelisk.
The obelisk, okay. The obelisk is made of dark black stone. It has a tint of red within it, as if within its cracks. When you get closer to it, you feel this sweet scent in the air that almost immediately puts your senses on alert. When you approach the obelisk, you see something. Almost acting like a mirror within the obelisk, you can see some sort of a cavern space that extends in almost all directions from here. You see spider webs wrapping around every stone and ridge beyond. This is a mirror. This is some sort of a speaking mirror, or an ability, or like a scrying mirror, or something like that. What do you do with it? I'm sorry, I moved Zoria.
It's not physically able to move, but this definitely confirms it. But Talion will take. Once he sees this is definitely a link to the Spider Queen, he'll go over to the Sending Stone.
You could absolutely, by the way, make me a religion roll, looking through the mirror here.
Oh boy. Sure thing. Come on. Nope.
Nothing that you could recognize. It just seems like sort of a dark cavernous space. Although I will say, with your incredible perception, you notice something odd. You don't see any movement to the webs. No spiders, no nothing. It's just sort of empty wherever this is.
Alright. If I find nothing there, I will then pocket the Sending Stone.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Pocket the Sending Stone.
And I will then start to make my... Is there anything else of note in this dwelling?
Those are the 3 sort of main things. There are some of her garbs and clothing in here and stuff like that, but that's about it. This is a secret little nook.
Alright. I will head back up to the ladder and poke my head up, make sure I'm still alone.
Gotcha. You look around. It's just you. You can give me a stealth roll to exit and rejoin the arena event here quietly.
Boots of stealth.
Boots of stealth. Let's go. Big advantage.
Yep.
Incredible. You disappear and will be rejoining combat on the next turn here.
Understood.
Nicely done, Scout Captain. All right. Excellent. Which, by the way, Italian, it is expected of you to travel everywhere with, like, bodyguards now. You're a captain. So if you want to have just, like, 2 people traveling with you, right? 2 soldiers, you can always have those. Yeah.
Talon would... I think Talon would have kept... He prefers to work on his own.
Fair enough. You say the word, you're the captain. All right. We go to the Sky Spear. The Sky Spear, first of all, will roll a d6 to see if she regains her Thunder Strike. She does not. Okay. Zoria, the Sky Spear in her elemental form, will make 3 flail attacks against you. I believe you were reckless last time.
I was not.
Oh, that's right. You were drinking potions the whole time. She has disadvantage on all of these attacks because of Ayla and Odo. Because of Ayla and Alandra's words and magical distractions. Here's 3 attacks. 1, 11,
Miss.
2, 14.
Miss.
3, 15?
Miss.
All 3 miss. Let's go. Zoria, she sees that things are not going well. She's going to use her flying movement to fly on the other side of arena and go 40 feet into the air. You have a attack of opportunity if you wish.
I do.
She's not risking it this time. She's flying higher up.
Let's see. That'd be a
That
25,
absolutely
26.
hits. Absolutely hits. That is 19 points of damage. And air elemental cannot be knocked prone. Okay. She looks down to you and sort of tilts her head. Says, "You've had your time. You've had your surprises. But I am beyond you now, out of your reach." And she's going to stay up there this turn. She's going to be casting some sort of a spell next turn. But for now, that's her turn. Zoria. 40 feet up. Very high. You're out of your flying abilities here. What do you do?
She's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Down here.
Yeah. Now it's a problem. Now it's rough. You realize this is not an honorable fight, or is it? You don't know. She's just flying there, right? Not letting you attack her, which is not fun, but her plan is to win, whatever means necessary.
All right. She is. All right, I can get there.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to run and make like a running leap? I've got a pretty high fucking strength score. If I can manage at least 10, I can get to her.
Okay, so as per default, you jump 3 plus your strength modifier, which is extra 5, right? So by
It's
default,
an extra 6 right now.
Oh, that's right. So you by default jump 9 feet up. You're pretty much there already. No need to roll at all because you're super fucking strong. You can run up, leap up, and then you're 10 feet in the air.
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay.
So we're gonna run. We're gonna jump up. At the height of that, I'm gonna use Ghost Water Dive, and I'm gonna go up.
Oh my god. You leap into the air, turning into a crashing wave. You appear right next to her in the air.
Let's see. And because it is an attack, I can make it reckless.
Yes, you can. Yes, you hit. Let's go. That is 16 points of damage to her, cutting right through her elemental resistance. Bam. Awesome. There we go. No crits yet for you.
Fall back down.
Okay.
Dredge line and drag her down with me.
Oh my god. Fuck yes, that's awesome. Let's go with a strength save for her here. If this is a success, she's dragged down with you. 14 fails. Zoria, here's the thing. I will say, because you dredge line her, you will take half of the falling damage. Because she's like trying to fight against it, right? Slowing down your fall, but both of you will land on the ground. Make me a dex save to see if you land prone or standing. Yeah?
18.
Standing, you take half of this damage. Oh, Jesus. That is going to be 8 points of damage to you. And she is dragged down onto the ground with you. No running away. Let's go. That's awesome. I love, by the way, how creative you are. Super fucking cool stuff. Now I'm going to kill you, if that's all right.
Can I step on her?
You can step through her because she's an elemental creature, right? Made of air. She knows that you want to try and grab her. All right, Zoria, action, bonus action, well played. That's going to be your turn.
Yep.
It's time for the crowd. All right, what's now? Keep in mind, you guys, once you use one kind of distraction or one kind of like move to help here, you cannot use that again as it will be predictable and she will ignore it. So that said, what you gonna do?
Can I thunder wave a wall that doesn't look important?
I mean, you can, but everyone's gonna look that way, right? It's super fucking loud.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So they don't want you to destroy anything around here. The rules might be like, don't interfere with the fight, but also they're gonna think it's a terrorist attack. All of a sudden,
can I thunder wave the air? Like,
yeah, you can. If you can totally make it like a battle cry for Zoria, right, and just make it fucking thunderous and loud.
Yeah, that would be
awesome. You absolutely can. Now, you used Arcana already here, so now just give me a straight intelligence roll as your magical skills are becoming less and less distracting to her. So basically, you don't get your proficiency bonus on top of it. 17 is still very distracting. She whips her head around as the thunder explodes, realizing kind of it's you rolling her eyes and turning back to the combat. She will have a disadvantage on the first attack, or Zoria will have advantage on her first saving throw. Nicely done. All right. Anyone else? Odo or Ayla?
Odo can't interfere, but he's seeing that the Sky Spear is preferring flight, and Zoria is having a little bit of difficulty keeping up with that, right?
Yeah.
So Odo's not going to actively interfere. He's just going to unlatch his brooch and lean over so it's prominently on display for Zoria. And it's just loose on his vest.
Interesting. Okay. Zoria, you see Odo pointing to his little badge that he has there. You remember what that badge does. You've seen him go big mode a few times.
I have.
All right. There we go. Ayla? I like that Odo's like, oh no, my badge, it's all exposed. I hope nobody takes it. It's like pointing to it.
Sure be a shame if a barbarian took this.
What if a violent person grabbed it off of me? What would I do? Yeah.
I do have to ask real quick, is it attunement for the badge?
It is not.
It is not.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why he's doing it.
How heavy is the badge?
It's like a little police badge, basically. It's like a small item, like a tiny object.
So can I use Mage Hand to like put here so that way Zoria doesn't have to run, jump up as much?
We can't actively interfere, right? So we can't hand it to her.
Yeah, you can't.
So he's just leaning over, so it's like hanging off his vest. So he's not dropping it.
If she wants it, she'll use the Mage Hand to knock it off Odo's vest. Oh no, it fell into whatever the it is.
You can. This would be a sleight of hand roll to see if anyone notices something being thrown into the arena or something falling into.
Well, maybe she'll hit Odo with the.
I kind of want to leave it for Zoria's choice to take it or not, because he doesn't want to actively interfere or doubt her abilities.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think Ayla would do anything then.
Just chilling this turn. Then.
Yeah. I want to dispel her so bad, but that's not what. I would do, but I'm not gonna do that because she's pissing her off with the flying thing.
You realize that Zoria would devastate her if she was in her human form. This elemental form lets her just fly away and knock her back and stuff like that, right? It lets her have some damaging abilities that Zoria's rage cannot reduce, which makes it scary. One clever dispel magic spell, and her form goes away, right?
I know, and that's why I don't want to get involved with it. But I mean, she was able to deal with her in flight before, so that's why she's just like, she's got this.
Yeah. Okay.
But
gotcha.
But if she ever sees her starts to struggle, because it's not really fair. I mean, but then again, it is because that's magic. But so she doesn't want to get involved.
Okay. Understood. Ayla, as you're thinking about this, like standing right over your shoulder, like right next to you, invisible, fucking with his super stealth from before. Talion, you have rejoined the arena event without anyone noticing. You're pretty much like in between all of your friends over there.
He would scare the shit out of her. Oh my god, what you need to put a bell on you or something. That scared the out of me.
Confirmed. The Sky Spear's a traitor.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, I'll tell Zoria. I'll wait for the next turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Hold off for now. We'll let Zoria. If Zoria wins, then we'll tell her after. But for now, if the Sky Spirit comes out on top, well, there's a reason I have rank within the dynasty. I'll oust her right there. But let's wait and see. I have faith in Zoria. She's got this.
Talion, your return, like, what the fuck are these craters? There weren't craters when I left. A bunch of craters in the battlefield. And Talion has a loaded bullet, waiting to use it. Alright, we now go to the Sky Spear. Zoria, first of all, she's going to roll a d6 to see if she gets that lightning strike. 5 or 6 is bad. She does not. Let's go. Zoria, she's going to attack you. First of her 3 attacks is going to have disadvantage. Oh, actually, normal roll because you were reckless for it. All right, here is the multi-attack. First one with disadvantage.
Miss.
Natural 1. Totally fucking misses. Second one, 16 barely gets ya. Last one, 20 gets ya. That's 12 force and then 8 force damage. 20 damage to you, Zoria. She doesn't mind you breaking your legs every time you try to hit her, but it's getting kind of risky. Opportunity attacks are brutal, man. She is going to fly over here and up again. She's going to go again. This time, she's going to go 60 feet up. How high can you reach? Just fall and stay down already, she calls out. Okay, that hits. That is going to be 16 points of damage to her elemental form. Her elemental form is now bloodied. Remember, this is the second use of it. This is the last use she has. No more summons, no more elemental forms. But she's now 60 feet up. And now she looks to you, Zoria, like, enough already. You cannot reach me anymore. As that is going to be her turn. Makes her attack, goes away. Zoria. Previously 40 feet. Yeah, your incredible athletic self was able to reach with your water dive. But 60, what do you do now?
All right. Zoria, standing there. She's got the cleaver. She sees that woman up there. She's going to take the giant axe and she's going to drop it. You're right, I can't reach you.
Okay.
And she'll reach behind her and she's going to pull out the fucking spinning cleaver. But this can.
Oh! Fuck yes! All right. As you pull out this powerful weapon given to you as a gift by the queen of the bright queen of the dynasty. Incredible! You can make an attack with this. It has what is the range of a throwing axe? I don't actually know.
think it goes up to like 60 or something like that. Like I think it'll be at disadvantage,
Hand
but I
axe
can rage.
2060, so she's exactly in the range of it.
Fuck yeah. And
I'll allow you to recklessly throw this, and throw again as it flies back to your hands. You get to add your rage bonus to it and such, which is...
hasty.
Let's fucking go. You drop the flaming axe to bring out this sort of primal, powerful weapon. You lob it out. It spins. Let's make the attack. 31 fucking hits. Let's go. That is, Jesus, 17 points of damage with a throwing axe? That's right, because you do double damage with your weapon attack.
Yup.
Oh my god. 70 points of damage. Uh-oh. Now she's low and in the air as an elemental. Okay. It flies back to your hand instantly. You throw it again. 20 points of damage. Oh, she survives. Her form, her elemental form, is still up in the air. Tattered, broken, ripped apart. She realizes she's losing control of her form and has to come down next turn. Wow. Okay. Zorya got reach. Zorya got some big reach.
I also
Okay.
haven't used my movement.
Yes, you have your...
So where are we at?
She's sort of like starting to lean forward, and she's about to like dive down towards you.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to break her line of sight.
Okay, how so?
I see that there's like the little hallways and shit here in the arena,
Yeah.
and we have like a minute to like if you leave the arena, you have like a minute to like return to it.
Uh-huh.
So I want to duck back in there to where she can't see me and force her down if she wants to do anything, or basically forfeit her
Very
attacks.
clever. Very clever. Okay, you rush out and turn the corner in there, and the crowd looks confused. Like, wait, what is going on? Is Zorya running? Is she giving up? What is going on? As you see some of the like older elders of the Dolorav kind of nod as they kind of proclaim to the crowd, she's playing this smart. She can't reach the Sky Spear, so she's not allowing the Sky Spear to reach her either. It is a clever move, but if she's not careful, and you see them sort of thinking about something that could go bad with that. All right, Zorya, you are basically like over here, like under this area over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's move me there.
All right. Okay. Zorya, nicely done. You are out of her visual range. You're like, let's say like 10 feet down that hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well played. Very well played. You did a ton of damage with your weapon, and I think you throw the second weapon attack, right? And immediately start running. And by the time you make it here, you like reach over behind your head and grab the axe as it flies back to you.
Yes.
Okay. Boomer axe. Okay. 20. We go to the crowd. The crowd is cheering. The crowd doesn't know what's going to happen now. Now it's a question mark. Now everyone's confused. That said, do you guys do anything at all?
I think Odo will stay in his position and just keep an eye on the fight.
Gotcha. Awesome. Anyone else?
I'd like to dance.
That's a free action. You can just do that. That's all right. Dance.
I was
Anything you
hoping to
wanted do with the
distract
dance?
with acrobatics. So,
Oh, okay,
but-
gotcha. I thought you just started breaking it down for fun. Okay, yeah, give me a performance or acrobatics roll here as you try to distract her with your moves. I think more so you distract the local crowd that begins to like look that direction, which catches her attention, and she looks that way. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, you have advantage, right, with your blade song.
With Blade Song, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. 21. You distract the crowd around you, gathering her attention. As she looks over there and not understanding why are people looking your way rather than the way of the fight. She will have disadvantage on the first attack roll.
Amazing.
Okay. Talion, Odo, Ayla.
Ryan's just gonna stand there with his arm crossed, patiently watch the fight and wait for his moment.
Okay, excellent. That said, Ayla?
No, she's gonna wait. I think.
Ayla, you see a malicious smile on the face of the Sky Spear. She smiles as if like, oh, you thought you were so clever, and she's about to do something that's gonna fuck Zoria up.
Like really bad, fuck her up.
Well, something you think she's gonna try and humiliate her.
Hold on, let me see something here. I don't want to get involved, but I'm worried that I can't see Zoria and I don't know what she's gonna do. I think she's just gonna stay there and wait and see. She knows Zoria got this and she doesn't want to like not have faith in her. I just worry that she's gonna, because she's a traitor and I don't want her to hurt her, but she doesn't not have faith in her. So she, as much as I wanted to spell this bitch out of the sky, I'm not going to.
For someone who has taught a lot of bluster and shown a lot of tactics, you sure are on the back foot.
Absolutely. You can give me another intimidation roll there, Odo.
I think Ayla would message Ruka so that way she knows that the Sky Spear is a traitor, that we found evidence. Maybe Ruka would do something to distract the Sky Spear in some way by being upset.
Ruka looks shocked and kind of looks in your direction, through the mental message, kind of looks to you, kind of not believing what she hears. She says, what Zoria was saying, that means, but the duel, it's already started. It can't end until there is a winner. That's going to be her reaction. Okay. 15. Odo, you can go ahead and keep that second wind used, as 15 is not enough to distract her further here. Okay. That said, we're going to go to the Sky Spear. Talion, actually, do you have anything you want to do, or are you just observing now and waiting for your moment?
You know what Talion's going to try? He's going to try and get the Sky Spear upset. So he's going to say, that form suits you, Sky Spear. I always knew you were full of hot air.
You haven't tried it yet. Go ahead and give me an intimidation or deception roll to distract her.
Deception.
Go right ahead. Oh, shit. That's a lot of a deception bonus that our friend has. Funny that.
Shady as fuck.
Talion, as you call out to her, the crowd starts laughing, right, at this joke, right? Everyone starts laughing at this in this moment of heated battle. She scowls at that. Okay, because of your guys' successes here, she will have disadvantage on all of her attacks, and Zoria will have advantage on all of her saving throws against her, whichever comes first. Nicely done. Nicely done. Talion there, Alondra distracting her. Okay. Ruka knows what's up, but she can't do anything right now. She's not the Sky Spear herself. She can't stop the duel. The duel needs to be finished. What is said afterwards, that's yet to be decided. The Sky Spear goes next. She's going to fly 60 feet down. She sees you at this point, Zoria. She's going to dispel her final use of her wild shape. She stands right there. Zoria, she looks to you and says, clever to stay away from my sight, but not clever enough. This battle is over. She raises her hand, and massive pillars of stone emerge in front of you. Zoria, 3 different panels of the 10 she can place of the Wall of Stone spell shut you out and block you in that hallway. This is a very long spell, but basically she gets 10 of these panels that are 10 foot wide and long, right? Perfect enough to shut this place down, shut the hallway entirely. Each panel is about 3 inches thick. Each inch of this stone wall has 30 hit points. So each panel has 90 hit points. Zoria, she puts effectively 270 hit points of rock in front of you and her, as she realizes, all right, now I just run out the clock while you are ragefully trying to make your way through this infinite rock wall. As she just blocks it off, right? She summons 3 panels of rock, 3 stones of wall in front of Zoria, and turns to the crowd as she is now concentrating on the Wall of Stone spell. She sighs, looking to the crowd, says, "This is how a Sky Spear, a wise leader, deals in battle. Not by rage and might, but by responding, reacting, assessing their foe, and ensuring the safety of her people and her own safety are first." She looks over to the wall and says, "Now watch as she helplessly pounds away against stone like some raging berserker would. She has no spirit of the wilds within her. No spirit of Melora will come to aid her, as it didn't before." Everyone sort of gasps at that as everyone looks over. Zoria, it is your turn. She put 3 walls of 90 hit points each.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Ruka specify you couldn't pin your opponent out of the arena?
I don't think so. Let me see. Yes, you are right. She has to let you go back in a minute, which is fine. She's planning to heal herself while you're just stuck behind that. It's not going to hold you there for a minute, right? She might let you concentration drop it whenever she heals. But
here's the other question though. Then,
Mhm.
How far is it to get to this hole over here?
It's not connected. It just goes back there another like 30 feet. Because usually you guys throw beasts in there and stuff like that, and then unleash them from these like cages and stuff.
Could I make it to one of those cages?
No. It's not connected. It just goes 30 feet in there, right? Each of these just goes like 30 feet in, and that's it.
They're dead end hallways.
Gotcha.
They're different holes. They're not connected. Sorry.
Okay.
And this one, by the way, this one over here, that leads to up to this one, to this thing. Like, it zigzag up like that. So you're just stuck in here, realizing that unless you're able to burrow somehow, you're just facing a massive stone wall. Unless you have a battering ram that can break through it really easy. I
can turn into water.
You can turn into water, but it's a solid stone wall, right?
Yeah.
Once again, she's using frustrating moves and abilities, hoping to get you angry enough where you make a mistake. So right now, you realize that she can't keep me in here more than a minute. She's going to use this time to probably summon more things to fight for her as she did before. You could spend your strength just beating on this wall. You might be able to destroy it, but this is mechanically speaking, this is 270 hit points of wall.
Yeah. No, so that's fine. It was a clever play. I'll give her that. I'm not in danger of losing my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use the action to just drink my last little healing potion.
Okay. Normal one, that's 10 hit points.
Yep, so I'll regain 10 hit points. And no rage, no anger. She's just gonna wait.
Okay, alright. The crowd waits, and the Sky Spear looks over with a smile, and then pauses, and then scowls, as she hears no wrathful banging across the stone wall she placed. You're not playing into her game, and that pisses her off. It's time for the crowd. The crowd at this point is The crowd is starting to like, whoa, what is going to happen here? She's not, has she given up behind there? Is she trying to be patient, trying to be wise about this, not spend her strength beating on a stone wall? Everyone is sort of like confused in the moment what's going to happen here. But the crowd is not really on Zorya's or Skyspear's side, like not prevailing one way or the other. People realizing like, okay, the Skyspear is doing what she keeps saying that she's going to do, which is wise, clever solutions to these problems rather than violence. And Zorya keeps overcoming those challenges each time. And now, something's different. Zorya is not overcoming this challenge, right? So people are like, has she given up in there? Like, what's going on inside that tunnel? So, for the crowd, do you guys do anything, yeah?
Could Alondra, like...
Alondra, you realize, like, one Thunderwave spell, one Shatter spell
I
actually
know.
goes down.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, that's, like, for sure interference, right? Like, that's,
yeah,
like...
absolutely.
Yeah, she's not going to go that far. But what she will do...
Here's the thing, though.
Excuse me.
We've just learned that Ayla, well, not just learned, we've known for a while that Ayla can communicate silently, yeah? Right? If timed really well, you can make it look like Zorya shattered through the wall with a well-timed swing, casting of the shatter, and maybe a little message spell, right? So there is a play, but it could be risky, could be noticed, that kind of stuff, right?
Ayla is so pissed that this woman is sitting here talking about all this shit. And she's like, look at what I'm doing with my smarts, knowing that she's a traitor. She is going to fucking use dispel magic with subtle spell because she has got her so mad.
Shit.
She didn't have to talk shit like that. And I am fucking pissed for her to try to stand there almighty.
Okay, you watch as she begins to like retrieve like a few potions she was going to be drinking over the next few rounds. As Ayla, you cast your spell. This is a 4th level spell you're trying to dispel. What spell slot are you using?
4th level, because I have one.
4th level spell slot instantly. Zorya, as you stand there and sort of exhale, inhale, calm yourself, right? All of a sudden, you watch as a crack goes up the wall. Then another, and where the cracks appears, pieces of glitter begin to seep forward like sand on your side there, Zorya. As the wall begins to crack and break in front of you, Zorya, do you burst through it when it's super brittle, or do you let it fall and then you sort of slowly emerge forward?
Seeing the little glitter when that happens, like the moment that it's weak, Zorya's gonna take a step back and then she's gonna take a charge. And because everybody's been calling her a bull, saying she's bullheaded, and you know, if she apparently doesn't have a spirit of the wild, she's gonna come out like a fucking charging bull.
Hell yes! Fuck yes! Incredible. You guys, as Ayla, you cast your spell. Here, unleash it. The absolute audacity for this person who you know now for certain is someone who tried to both kill Zorya and Ruka multiple times, to kill you guys multiple times. Someone who's probably responsible for Zorya's history, her past, her torturous story. To stand here and float above the rest of us, high and mighty. Enough is enough. Your friend needs you. And you are maybe the only one of your spellcasting friends who is able to do something without anyone knowing. You tap into that might of yours, that magic that allows you to manipulate and customize how magic works. You get to decide. The wall cracks, and rushing through like an enraged bull, Zorya emerges onto the scene. Skyspear looks back. Yeah, good.
When I'm cracking the wall, I'm going to crack it in glitter for it to say, love always wins. I want to know.
Incredible. You see love always wins, and you bust through it. Fucking Kool-Aid man coming on through. Zorya, as you rush on out, the Skyspear fumbles and falls backwards. She falls on her ass before starting to stand up like, what? No.
You tried caging the beast. Just pissed it off.
She looks at her like, impossible. You are not supposed to. How did you do that? That's not possible. As Zorya rushes out, as Zoria, you absolutely, I think, in this moment, feel something. A burning hot wind that wraps around the arena here, and you can swear for a moment in the tree canopies above, there is a figure, a tall, feminine figure with a long hair made of vine and hairs, eyes glowing green. As she blinks, as you blink, the woman disappears, yet you feel a roar of an enraged bull. You don't know for certain, but you think the goddess Melora has realized and chosen your beast spirit for you, as you hear a roar of an enraged bull in the distance. Zoria, as this happens, as you emerge here and roar, you gain a little boon here for earning your beast spirit. The spirit of the bull grants you 10 additional movement speed.
Oh, shit!
All right. As you come out roaring, as we see the Sky Spear angered here, the spirit of an eagle above her, invisible to the rest of it. Right? This is for us, the audience, right? A spiritual hawk above her and a bull above Zoria here. We do go to her turn. She says, "Enough! Die already!" As she calls out, people kind of look a little scared. Like, wait, what a minute. What do you mean die? This is not why. You know, you see her acting a lot more irrationally. She hits you with her second 6th level blight spell. Zoria, con save, please.
21.
21, you succeed. Let's go. That is going to be, fuck, that's so much damage, though. That is 10d8. You take 39, reduced down to 19 points of necrotic damage. She is then going to back away 10 more feet to make sure you can't reach her. No, not that much, this much. All right, there we go. That is going to be the Sky Spear's turn. She's, well, no, she's going to drink a potion. She's made a bunch of these. She's going to make a potion here. She's going to drink her own second and last remaining greater healing. She regains 13 hit points. This is it. This is the final stretch here. All right, all right. It is your turn now, Zoria.
Zoria is going to, with this like new invigoration of this spirit form she's unlocked, she's gonna charge forward. Just lets out this sort of like just like primal roar as she stows the cleaver on her back. Is going to scoop and pick up the scorching cleaver along the way. Charge right in. Close that distance because now my speed's 50.
Oh my god, incredible. You rush on over, charging head first into this. She throws her hand up like, wait, how did you, this is impossible, as you come down with your blades. That fucking hits, what the fuck, 30 points of damage?
Yup.
Oh, you rolled a 9 and a 10 on your damage because of your double dice. One more like that, and this fight is done. Oh, she lives. She just barely lives. Okay, boom. First one, con save. Has to go to the fucking ground. Con save. Oh, shit. She succeeds on the con save. She stays standing. The force of her druid powers keeps her up. There we go. Second attack against her reckless still hits. She is spitting out blood. She falls to one knee. Zoria, this would be the moment where you would offer her mercy, should she take it. Do you choose to do so?
Yeah, she stands there like that second hit having like dropped her to a knee. Do you want to admit that it's over?
Give me, with your strength and intimidation roll against her wisdom saving throw. She has disadvantage. You have advantage. Oh shit. Well, I have to reroll. Same exact number. She got some 14.
No,
you got
no, I don't. No, I don't.
Oh, sorry.
Knowledge from past life.
Let's go. And that's the thing that decides it at the end. As she looks at you, spits out a globule of blood, and falls to her knees, and looks up to you and says, "Enough. I. How did you? I don't understand. I can't win. I submit. I surrender. At this, the whole arena erupts. The Dollarab begin to beat their feet on the ground or sort of pump their fists into the air. Zorya! Zorya! You hear Ruka, the new Sky Spear, the one who cannot be stopped. The Wrath Bull. Zorya, your Sky Spear, as she, with a big smile, big tears begin to roll down her face, big smile on her face, sort of pumps her fist into the air. The whole crowd cheers as the battle is won. As the Sky Spear here. Sky Spear no longer looks up to you as you stand there. As we have this incredibly cinematic ending of Zorya bursting through the wall and leaping across the battlefield to land this strike directly into her sort of clavicle and shoulder, sending her to the ground, holding the blade above her head, allowing mercy. A wise leader, a mighty leader, has won this day. All hail the Sky Spear, Zorya. And we're going to take a break right here. Incredible. In-fucking-credible. I was sweating after that first fucking blight spell and the elemental holding you down. That was the plan, right? Her plan was summon a guy who can just hold you down and then just run and cast spells from the distance. And I was being a little afraid. I was like, oh shit, this might be this might do it. But with the help of her friends, Zorya is victorious.
Well, she got me mad trying to be all like, this is why I'm the wise leader, knowing that she's the one who caused Zorya to not have what she's supposed to have. And Ayla does not like that. And I was like, was not going to let that happen.
You were the only one who could interact, right, with your several spells here. Talion, you still have some dirt to sort of explain and to announce here, should you wish. But the deal was between Zorya and the Sky Spear, if she loses, that she will admit to anything that Zorya asks of her. So we will see how that goes. As Ruka is going to sort of approach down here slowly as well, as the Sky Spear is defeated. She's no longer Sky Spear. Instead, she's just a person with a name like anyone and else.
What's your name?
Her name is Shaya. But now Zorya is no longer Zorya. They will just call her Sky Spear, right? Unless Zorya says, like, that's okay, you can call me by my name. People will just call you Sky Spear because title is kind of your name as well, right? So, yes, she is, I'll type that out, but her name was and is again Shaya. Okay. That said, friends, we're going to take our halftime break right here. Incredible. That was fucking awesome. Yeah, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, everyone.
I wasn't worried. I knew Jess had this.
Yeah. The moment I put that wall down, so she had a bunch of spells, and I was like, yeah, druid spells, she's got access to all of these. And I was like, she has Wall of Stone, but that's never going to be useful. And you see one in there, it's like, she's going to try and heal herself with a bunch of potions by just locking you inside. Go ahead, beat on the 300 hit points of a wall, right? Good luck with that. Right? By the way, Wall of Stone spell, for those of you who don't have it, disgusting. I never knew just how insanely difficult this thing is to break until one of my players was like, yeah, man, I'm going to put 12 of these in front of this bad guy. I was like, what does that mean? I'm like, he has to destroy 1,200 hit points of wall. I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah,
so,
just as gross. Yeah, it's just as gross as Wall of Force, which is invisible.
Yeah, that's the only one that's fucking more. Yeah, anyway, 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, everyone. We will be right back. New
Okay, everyone. So an incident happened, and our DM can't play with the rest of the evening. They had a mishap, and they're going to see a specialist right now. Unfortunately, so we're going to go ahead and raid out. Hope they get help pretty soon and get taken care of. Keep our fingers crossed. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Super appreciate it. We'll go see our buddy. I think he's one who's in here, but that's fine. We'll make him hear himself. And we'll be back Sunday, hopefully, to do some more D&D. I will try and do something later this week, but this week's been crazy. This month's been crazy. The last few months have been crazy. So we'll figure it out when we can. All right, take it easy.
Oh wait, I'm in here. How did the adventuring go? How did I was only able to like look at the